Good morning, students. Today, I would like to discuss email protocols. Please give the heading Email Protocols. Email protocols or electronic mail protocols. So, one of the most popular network services is electronic mail. Electronic mail is used for sending a single message that includes text, voice, video, or graphics to one or more recipients. And the protocol used for this purpose is SMTP, Simple Mail Transfer Protocol. Please note down the full form of SMTP. Simple Mail Transfer Protocol. It is the standard mechanism for electronic mail over the internet. To send email, the user creates mail that looks like very similar to a postal mail. It has an envelope and a message. So, if you see the diagram given over here, from this machine, sender is sending an email. So, it is called the sender's email client. Now, inside the SMTP protocol, an envelope is attached which is going to sender's ISP. It is the mail server with SMTP service and POP3 service. POP3, what it is, I'll show you. From here, SMTP protocol and POP3 service let the email to go to internet. From here, again at the receiving end, the recipient's ISP, SMTP protocol submits the email message, and using the POP3 service protocol, it goes to recipient's email client. So this is the whole process through which email protocol, SMTP and POP3 works. POP3, please note down the full form, Post Office Protocol. Post Office Protocol. So this is the way you can send email messages to various clients. Proceeding to the next thing, I'll show you the SMTP protocols use. Actually, SMTP consists of an envelope, a message, the receiving mail, the addresses, the local part, the domain name, user agent, etc. And the services provided by SMTP are composing messages, reading messages, replying to messages, forwarding messages, and handling mailboxes. So these are few features of SMTP protocol. There are several other protocols also. Please note down the name MIME. Write down the full form, Multi-Purpose Internet Mail Extension. Multi-Purpose Internet Mail Extension. It is a supplementary protocol that allows non-ASCII data to be sent through SMTP. It is not basically a mail protocol and it cannot replace SMTP. It is just only an extension of SMTP. Okay. Proceeding to the next slide. The POP3 protocol or Post Office Protocol version 3. It is a standard mail protocol used to receive emails. It is used to receive emails. Okay. So at the recipient end, this protocol must be there. Proceeding to the next one. One protocol for chat and video conferencing, that is VoIP. Please note down VoIP. The protocol used is for chat and video conferencing. VoIP. 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 Please note down the full form. Voice over Internet Protocol. Voice over Internet Protocol. It is a technology that allows us to make voice calling using a broadband internet connection instead of a regular phone line. Okay, so basically for video conferencing and for video chat, we will use this VoIP protocol. Come to the next one. The services provided by VoIP are phone to phone, computer to phone, phone to computer, voice to email, IP phone call, toll-free numbers, call center applications, VPN, unified messaging, etc. services provided by VoIP protocol. There is another protocol related to this, is SIP, Session Initiation Protocol. Please note down SIP, Session Initiation Protocol. Then we have RTP, or Real Time Transport Protocol. RTP, Real Time Transport Protocol. SRTP, Secure Real Time Transfer Protocol. And SDP, Session Description Protocol. So these are the protocol used for chat and video conferencing. Proceeding to the next slide, I would like to show you the wireless technology mechanism. We have two types of wireless technology mechanism. First one is Wi-Fi and the second is WiMAX. In examination, both differences is an important question for your examination. Let us see the distinction between these two. Wi-Fi, the full form is wireless fidelity, whereas WiMAX, the full form is worldwide interoperability for microwave access. This works with wireless high-speed internet. Wi-Fi works with wireless high-speed internet and network connection, whereas WiMAX goes with IEEE name 802.16 version. It is a technology for long-range wireless networking for both mobile and fixed connection. The protocol used with Wi-Fi is CSMA-CA protocol. Please note down the full form. CSMA is Carrier Sense Multiple Access. Carrier Sense Multiple Access. And CA is Carrier Access. Okay. So Wi-Fi uses CSMA-CA protocol, whereas WiMAX uses MAC protocol. Wi-Fi is exclusively unlicensed, whereas WiMAX can run on both licensed as well as unlicensed spectrum. Wi-Fi gives you data speed up to 54 Mbps or more, but WiMAX gives you speed up to 40 Mbps. Wi-Fi channel bandwidth may range from up to 20 MHz, whereas WiMAX ranges from 1.25 MHz to 20 MHz. IEEE standard used is IEEE 802.11x in case of Wi-Fi. Here using WiMAX 802.16 Wi family of wireless networking. Coverage up to 100 meter for outdoor and for 30 meter for indoor coverage in case of Wi-Fi. and WiMAX provides you up to a radius of above 25 km for line of sight connectivity, non-line of sight connectivity, and for line of sight connectivity the coverage area is 600 square meter. So these are the difference between Wi-Fi and WiMAX wireless technologies. Okay, important for your examination. So here we are we have finished our discussion about network protocols. From the next day onwards we will see some more features of networking. Till then, for today this much is enough. Okay, thank you very much.